So this is your first time at the Buffer Festival?
This is not. This is my 4th time at the Buffer Festival.
And how is it this year?
It's been lovely. It's every year is different. Every year it feels like the festival is evolving and growing. It's becoming more inclusive and more diverse. There's so many women screening amazing things this year, which is lovely to see. And I feel like the organizers every year really listen to the feedback, and it's just getting better and better.
That's really good. Has there been any YouTubers that have stood out to you?
Anyone that stood out? Well, this is kind of promoting my own, but Adrian Bliss. Every year just cracks me up. He always comes with something hilarious. I love that the UK and Ireland contingent have been very well represented this year as well. Riyadh's documentary was great, and there's been some really interesting factual stuff as well. A girl named Sura made something great. So yeah, quite a few, but I'm blanking on them at the moment.
Your video has stood out too. Your video personally moved me so much. I know so many people who struggle with mental illness, and it's one of those topics that are a little bit difficult to talk about, but I feel that you really embodied it in the best way possible. How was the process of making that video to you?
Well, I wrote it maybe over a year ago. I was just going through a pretty bad patch, and it was one of those days where the words just kind of fell from me. Sometimes they just do that. And it became a spoken word poem, and I never had any intention of it being anything more than that, really. But once I had written it, I thought it was similar to something I'd written before called Happy. The sequel is Anxious, slightly indicative of my past 2 years. But yeah, so then I decided to hire an animator and work with her to create some visuals behind that to kind of reinforce the words, I guess, and then also had a great sound designer and composer make a beautiful score for it. So it all just kind of came together in a really organic way, I guess.
Yeah, the video really showed it was something special to me personally. And I find, like, if you could say something to yourself maybe 5 years ago, what do you think you would say to yourself?
Oh God, just keep going. Just keep going. It never gets easier per se, but it does get more rewarding when you can look back and see all the steps that you've taken and see all the ways that you've improved in your personal and professional life and all the ways that you've overcome it. I think half the time the thing that works best for me with anxiety is proof. It's, I arm myself up with ammunition, and that is just logic and facts, and will know I accomplished this thing and I achieved this thing and I have all these wonderful, loving people around me, and I am important and I am worthy. And having that stuff written down or in photographic or video evidence when you're in a bad way is a really good way to kind of pick yourself back up, or even just to know that it's going to be shit for a bit, but you'll come back out of it, because you always do.
You've really made a name for yourself too, and your growth even over the years for your fans and your followers, you can really see that you've grown. Do you find that YouTube has helped you in any ways, or any other social media platforms?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for YouTube. I did a degree in journalism, but I always loved film, I always loved writing, and I didn't get into the industry the traditional way. I just started making vlogs on YouTube, and then they became kind of scripted, and then it was comedy sketches, and then short films, and now I'm doing music videos and animations and an entire series last year. So yeah, YouTube was the place where I honed my craft and built a community and made my mistakes as well. It's weird to do that in public, but yeah, it was the place where I got to kind of make all the crap stuff and get better and better. And there's so much further I can go now, but I think that was, I wouldn't change that for the world. I've loved being on YouTube for a very long time, and I hope whatever I'm doing, I can still, in some way, even if it's only every few months, I can manage to keep uploading as well and keep it going.
Do you have any plans for the futures? Do you have any, kind of ideas or other areas in the industry that you kind of want to reach to?
Yeah, too many. That's why I'm so anxious all the time. Yes, I'm writing a book at the moment. It's called Out of Love, and it's sort of a love story in reverse. So it begins with the ending and goes back to when they fell in love, and it's, as per my usual traditions, quite heartbreaking and bittersweet. But it's like the video that I screened here, I just find it fascinating to really look at character and really look at emotion and really look at the inside of someone's brain in a particular moment. So it's kind of through through the mind of a woman going through that the whole way through the relationship. So yeah, writing that and potentially also have a series that's going to be, I don't know. And I'm working with Working Title as well on a new series that they're developing. So that's really exciting. And yeah, loads of stuff going on. I'm just quite stressed.
You just made me so excited about everything you said.
Thank you so much. You were the loveliest interviewer, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. You just stood there and given me compliments. And also, it's so nice to have my stuff resonate like that. So to do an interview and have a journalist literally be like, that meant something to me.
I'm 18 years old. I'm young. Like, I'm in the influential stage, and I can't even express to you how much that you've just helped me just grow, even in this field, in the media, right? So I hope you know that, and you've done it with millions of people. And tonight you have the gala, and you're gonna do amazing. You already look flawless. Look at this. Look at this. Yes.
Hopefully I don't fall down any stairs, but yes, thank you. You've been really lovely.
You do? You'll do amazing.
Thanks. It's so nice just to know it's resonating with people, and it means a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for your time, too.
Okay, bye.